We're gonna start here the video for YouTube. So everybody who's watching this video on YouTube, we have down here being the screen shared, we have David Younan, also known as Equinox Gaming. I'm gonna pull this. I'm gonna take out his hand from the stream because in case the other person is watching the stream, this is being streamed live to on Twitch. If you want to watch the stream, it's Twitch TV/PokeX OP. And on the upper hand, we have Undaunted Hound, and he's playing ADPZ. Right now, there's a lot of people saying that Dragapult is actually the best deck in format, but I think that that's my personal opinion. I think that ADPC is still being very, very strong, and I think it is the best deck in format. So, let's see who's actually gonna take the win up here. Is it gonna be ADPC or is it gonna be Dragapult? Here we see that Dragapult list is playing hammers, just as David was saying a couple of minutes ago. And the hammers, if heads, are a very good card. But if tails, they feel like a very, very dead card and can be frustrating at times. But let's see what happens right now. Here we see that he's going through his deck. He's actually going to have the starting hand. We saw he already attached the horror energy to that Dragapult. We see that he brings the 6 Dragoon and directly pings at that Jirachi, making it one ping away from being KO'd by the recoil of the Dragapult. VMAX, that is. So, he knows what he's doing. He knows how to use his deck. And then, Undaunted Hound is going to start his turn by Stellar Wishing. We don't know if he has other Pokemon to put down or if he's actually looking for a way to get those Pokemon. If you're the ADPC player, you want to do the Alter Creation as fast as you can. And in this matchup, you don't want to put down a lot of, even if they're one pricers, you want to attack just with the attackers that you're going to use against the matchup. Because if you have Jirachis to give free prizes to your opponent, then you might be in a little bit of a pickle. So, okay, so he does find the ADPC. The ADP. We directly see a switch. And probably he's gonna Sycamore. Professor Research. Yeah, that's why, that's the only reason you would like to switch beforehand. That's 3 energy in the discard pile and 1 Metal Saucer. Normally, the ADP player can get the Alter Creation even by going second with a Metal Saucer and an energy switch. So, the ADP is in front, he just needs 3 cards. Metal Saucer, energy switch, and water energy. Hola Roberto, ¿cómo estás? Gracias por venirte al stream. Wow! So he passes the turn back to Dragapult, and that's the beauty about the hammers, that when they actually hit, they're a very good card. Contrary to the other song of Mario Kart, I think I don't like this one, so I'm just gonna change it to, yeah, Luigi's Mansion sounds a little bit better. Okay, let's go back here. Alright. So there we see the Jirachi going for a Marnie. I think I'm... okay. So, what's happening? Okay, that was another ping to the Jirachi. Then we see a Marnie. There we see the Dragapult VMAX. But does he have the energy to attack on this turn? Okay, he brings it up. And... alright, so here we're going to see probably... okay, yeah. We're going to see the Mysterious Treasure. And he's probably going to look for another Dragapult, yeah, for the next turn. He already put down the energy. Sorry for that. Then here we see the Max Phantom, and he's going to KO the Jirachi on the back. And 130 to the ADP. So that's a pretty good turn. He just draws one card, but he also gets rid of the pivot that ADP uses. Plus, Undaunted Hound haven't even used his GX. So definitely, we can say that David Younan is very, very... What happened with my English today? Anyways, David is very, very ahead of the game. So here, He just Intrepid Swords. Now he has 2 energies on the Sacian, but the Ultra Creation seems very, very far away from happening. And the way that you can normally stop Dragapult is by just knocking consistently and preventing them of actually having a lot of energies to work with. Here, he already has the second Dragapult VMAX and with 1 energy. So we can safely say that he has a very, very good advantage towards his opponent. Yo estoy excelente, Roberto. Y gracias a las demás personas que están viendo. Thank you, everybody. If you're watching this on Twitch Live, please let us know that you're here. Put a comment down below. What do you think is the best deck in format? Do you think that it's Dragapult or do you think that's ADPZ? Para la gente que habla español, ¿ustedes creen que Dragapult es el mejor deck del formato o es Arceus de Dragapalkia? A mi parecer, mi voto es para Arceus de Dragapalkia. Yo sé que el día de ayer y el día de antier dije que los decks diferentes me gustan y ADPZ, o sea, no es nada un deck diferente, pero es el deck más fuerte del formato. Ahorita Dragapult está ganando y me está callando. Pero let's see what happens right now. Dragapult is having the upper hand, at least in this game, but anything can happen. This is a best of 3, so we still have a lot to see what happens up here. Sí, definitivamente estaría rico probar un Dragapult con Weezing y Coughing. And guys, if you're watching this live, si están viendo esto en vivo y no están escribiendo, al menos ayúdenos a compartir con otras personas para que más gente pueda entrar al canal. Necesitamos subir nuestro promedio de espectadores en vivo por día para poder tener la afiliación afiliada. Ok, entonces aquí le hizo 230 al Dragapult VMAX, retira y se va directamente por el Professor Research. I don't know why I'm speaking in Spanish right now. I think just for reading comments. So here we see that he retreats the Dragapult. He pings again with that 6-second and the scoop up. Okay, I don't know why he didn't ping in the back. To probably get the knockout on this Sacian. Okay, yeah, because the ADP doesn't have energy, so it's not a threat. Oh, and you can knock it out with the VMAX. My brain paralyzed for a bit. Okay, so yeah, exactly that's what you want. You want to be able to knock out with the ping in the back. Alright, that's good. Wow, that was crazy. So here we see Dragapult taking 3 prizes. That's the good thing about Dragapult, that even if you retreat your damaged Pokemon, you can just attack and ping in the back and start moving those damage around. It's not a linear deck whatsoever. And you have the advantage of playing with the Scoop Up net and having the 6-Agoon to finish those damages, and also playing with the Mind Report Mewtwo that gets you that supporter every time you want. So here we see that ADP player is gonna concede for this match, so it's gonna be 1-0 for Dragapult so far. Okay, that's not so good either. Tetris? Tetris. Okay, this one is nice. Alright. So here we see an Oranguru start. And ADPC player decides to go first. That's a wise move, because the Dragapult player cannot evolve and cannot attack on his first turn. So it's not a threat against him. Plus, you can be a little bit more relaxed and just bringing the ADP down, attaching for turn, and then here would be ideal if he can attach 1 more energy. He doesn't, but still pretty good. Now, the ADPC player wants that David doesn't hit a hammer on his ADP. If not, he's going to have to get a Metal Saucer, like all the pieces back again. But it's not looking bad for him yet. Alright, he goes for 2 energies. He's going to let go 1 with the Mysterious Treasure. And he's going to directly go for the Dragapult V. Attach for a turn. Okay. I don't know. Okay. I would have Primate Wisdom maybe. Oh, okay, but maybe he wanted to scoop up net. I don't know. I think it would have just been easier to scoop up net the Jirachi, but probably you want to use the scoop up net after. I'm not sure what he was trying to do right now, like in this turn, like with that, with doing the Primate Wisdom first and then switching. Okay, so he did everything he can for his turn. It was not a bad start at all. He has the Jirachi, he has the Dragapult V, and he just passes the turn. And now it's looking good for the ADPZ player. He just has to find a way to retreat the Jirachi and GX. That's all he needs, and he's gonna be one step closer to the end. And now, okay, no, I'm sorry, got carried away. So he's one step closer to actually taking the game on this one. People watching, can you please type something down in the comments? I feel I'm talking to the wall. I just see the number of players, the number of people watching going up, and everybody's like, so talk to people. Alright. So he just Ultra Creation. That's all he needed. And we see here a Marnie. He has the Dragapult VMAX with 2 energies, one of them being a Horror Energy. Okay, he goes directly for the Crushing Hammer. If that hammer hits head, he's definitely going for the Water Energy. It's tails anyway. Okay, so he's just gonna retreat and start putting pressure with that Dragapult VMAX. That's the kind of matches I like to see, where both players can set up, where both players actually draw cards, and now is the micro decisions that determine who's actually gonna get this game. That's at least what I like to see. Okay, so here we see the third energy. He's probably gonna ultimate rate, which is a very, very good decision. There's no way that he can actually get the one-hit knockout. So, yeah, he ultimate race and... Okay, he distributes a little bit the energies. 1 for one Falcion and 2 for the other Falcion, which is safe. And I do think that's a very good play on the ADP player, which is just attacking with the ultimate rate. You don't have the limitation of having to switch your Falcon on the next turn. Plus, you can recharge the Pokemon in the back. And now, it's looking good for both players. Actually, it's looking a little bit better for the ADP player because he has another Pokemon powered up. And David doesn't have another Pokemon powered up. Do you guys already learn their names? So I'm gonna start calling David and Taylor instead of the ADP player and the Dragapult player. Hola Galim, ¿cómo estás? Qué bueno que te pases por acá. El match de hoy está muy bueno. Dragapult contra ADPZ. Okay, so okay, that's a lot of interesting cards. Alright, so we see the Dragapult V with the Horror Energy, and now he discards one of the Dragapults to go for a Mind Report Mewtwo, which gives... Okay, which put the boss disorders on the top of his deck, and he knocks out the Arceus Dragapult and the Jirachi. That's giving him 4 prizes, which is actually pretty good. But if my board tells me right, the other player is also gonna take wow. Oh, and he hit one of the hammers to that Sassian. That was interesting. Okay, so he does need a couple of pieces in order to take 4 prizes on this turn. So the hammers do work sometimes. Okay, we see another. Probably that's just to thin the deck, to throw it out and be able to actually get the pieces that he needs. Yeah. Okay, so that's an interesting choice. He goes for the Samacenta, which is completely immune to the Dragapult. Okay, to the Dragapult VMAX, not to the Dragapult V. Wow! He doesn't have enough to hit, and that's gonna set him back. He just busts orders to the back to the Dedening, grabs the last 2 prizes. Wow, that was a crazy game. And here we see that Dragapult can get a little bit crazy. If ADP doesn't set up properly, this is what can happen. So ladies and gentlemen, thank you everybody for being on this stream today. It was actually a fast stream, a little bit faster than what I thought. Thank you everybody if you were here to watch. Gracias a todos los que se pararon a ver la transmisión. Hasta aquí la vamos a dejar. I don't know if David is capable of listening to me, but if you are, you can say bye to everybody, and you can watch this tomorrow on YouTube. Bye bye.